Hi, I'm Sonia Simpson. Today I'm going to be working through a standing flow with you that you can either work through once or you can work through more than once, depending on how long you want to take with your practice today. So you can do this flow alone, or you can add this on to other stretches, floor work, anything you like. But we're going to start moving now. We're going to start at the back of our mats. Just really grounding into the floor first of all, connecting down through the feet. The feet are hip distance apart, but the edges of the feet are in line. As you soften the knees and just create that wonderful connection down through the earth and start to rebound up off the earth, stacking the body from the feet up. And then the hands come down beside you as you really focus in on the breath. And as you breathe, have a sense that you're drawing the hip bones towards each other. That you're drawing the muscles of the belly towards each other, wrapping them towards each other, and that you're knitting the rib cage a little bit closer. So as you inhale, expand, and then as you exhale again, knitting the rib cage towards each other. As you inhale, expand. As you exhale, drawing the sides of the belly towards each other. As you inhale, expand. As you exhale, drawing the hip bones towards each other. And continuing this wrapping. As you inhale, expand. As you exhale, drawing the sides of the belly towards each other as you stay nice and connected through the feet. As you inhale, expand. As you exhale, the rib cage draws towards each other. As you inhale, expand. As you exhale, the middle of the belly draws together. As you inhale, expand. As you exhale, the hip bones pull towards each other, and keeping this engagement, this drawing together of the sides of the body. As you inhale, expanding the chest. As you exhale, the sides of the belly draw together. As you inhale, expanding the chest but maintaining that contraction. As you exhale, the side of the rib cage draw together. And we're moving through once more. As you inhale, expanding through the chest. As you exhale, drawing the sides of the belly together. As you inhale, expand through the chest. As you exhale, drawing the hip bones together. And from here, we're going to inhale and reach the hands. As you exhale, we're curling all the way down through spinal roll. All the way down into forward fold, and in your forward fold, that same connection through the floor, the belly connects with the thighs, the knees bend as much as you need to create that engagement, that connection, and then the crown draws away from the tail. You can lift your hips as long as you can maintain that connection of belly to thigh. And then we're going to walk the hands forwards, slowly, until we come to downward facing dog with the heels lifted, with the knees bent, with that energetic force as though you're about to leap through the hands. Again, in this pose, there's that drawing together of the sides of the body. And then walking your hands a little bit further forwards, and we're going to walk the feet all the way forwards to the hands so that we're at forward fold at the front of our mats. Really allow the breath to move you. With each exhale, perhaps there's a greater connection, a greater folding forwards, and then as you next exhale, we're going to roll all the way up to stand. As you inhale, reach the hands. Connecting the palms overhead in prayer, we're going to soften through the knees as the hands descend. And then as the hands reach your heart space, you're going to rebound up off the ground, really connected through the legs, feeling that upward energy from the earth. And then as you inhale, reach the hands. As you exhale, coming all the way back down through forward fold, and allow that movement to be fluid. Enjoy that movement. As you inhale, coming up to halfway lift. Your hands here can be on the thighs, they can be on the shins, or they can be down on the floor as you lengthen the spine, as you draw the weight nice and evenly through the feet. And as you continue that drawing together of the sides of the body. And then as you next exhale, we're going to soften the knees, coming back down into forward fold. We're going to bend the knees and come up into chair. And then drawing the hands down through prayer, we're going to turn the toes out to the corners of the mat. We're going to descend the hips and come down into squat. Still evenly connected through the feet. Now the hands reach forwards. The left toes turn in. The right foot steps back. And the belly stays connected to the thigh here as the left hand sweeps forward and the right hand sweeps back. As you change the hands, lift the belly. As you change the hands again, draw that right knee forwards. The left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. The right hand reaches, your gaze comes towards the right fingers. And press the knee into the hand into the knee, so that you're strongly engaged through the body. And then drawing the hands back through prayer, we're going to fold over the left leg, and the right leg is going to reach behind us. Your gaze nice and low, the spine nice and long. Soften your left knee, drop those right toes to the floor, and we're in a more traditional lunge here. As you inhale, reach the hands. As you exhale, the hands come down through prayer. We're going to straighten the left leg, and we're going to step the right foot forwards. Toes turning towards the right corner of the mat. Square your hips and fold. Fold forwards over that left leg nice and long. Now the hands can stay here, or they can come down to the floor. As long as you're not compromising that length of the spine. And then we're going to soften the left knee. We're going to reach the right leg up behind us, coming into standing split. Soften the left knee, bring the right foot down to the floor beside the left, back down into our forward fold, bend the knees, plant the hands and step, walk or jump. The feet back into plank. From here you can drop your knees if you wish. The feet are still hip distance apart. We're going to bend the elbows to come to hover. And then we're going to lower all the way down to the mat. The top of the feet are going to connect with the mat. We're going to inhale, lift the chest. If you wish, you can lift your feet up off the floor. And then we're lowering everything back down, pressing through hands and knees, and coming back into our downward facing dog. And step, walk or jump. The feet forwards into forward fold at the front of your mat. And as you next exhale, rolling all the way up to stand. As you inhale, reach the hands. The hands connect in prayer overhead, and as they descend, soften at the knees. And as the hands reach your heart space, rebounding up off the ground, having that sense of that energetic quality from the floor up. As you inhale, reach the hands. As you exhale, back down through forward fold. As you inhale, coming up to halfway lift. And then back down through forward fold. Coming through a nice fluid transition into chair. The hands draw down through prayer, the toes turn out, and we're down in squat. The hands come forward to the floor, the right toes turn in, the left foot steps back, the belly is connected to the thighs. The right hand reaches forwards and the left hand reaches back. Keep that connection of belly to the thigh until you swing the hands, and the left hand reaches forwards, lifting the belly. Swing the hands again, the left knee draws forwards, the right hand comes to the outside of the left knee, the left hand reaches, pressing the knee into the hand into the knee, engaging the sides of the body. And then we're coming back forwards with the hands, we're folding over the right leg, the left leg reaches behind us. Soften the right knee, the left toes come down to the floor, and we're in that more traditional variation of lunge. As you inhale, reach the hands. As you exhale the hands down through prayer, we're going to straighten that right leg, and that left leg's going to step forwards. Left toes pointing towards the left corner of the mat. Square your hips, folding forwards into flank pose. Feeling that lovely extension down the back of the right leg, connecting nice and evenly through the feet. And then soften your right knee, your hands come down to the floor, lift your left foot up behind you into standing split. We're going to soften the right knee, the left foot comes down beside the right, and we're back and forward fold at the front of our mats. Bend the knees even further, plant the hands, step, walk or jump, the feet back into plank. Your knees can descend to the floor if you need them to. We're going to bend the elbows and come to hover. This time we're going to stay here for another breath. And then we're going to lower all the way down to the floor. We're going to bring the top of the feet to the floor. We're going to sweep the arms around beside the body. Thumbs connect to the body. Bring your forehead to the mat. Allow your big toes to lightly touch. And as you next inhale, lift the chest. Press the palms towards the ceiling, lift the feet. And then allow everything to descend. The hands sweep back around beside the rib cage, tuck the toes, coming up through all fours, and then lifting the hips to press back into downward facing dog. Now from here you can choose to stop in the sequence, or you can rock the weight forwards into the hands, and you can step, walk or jump back into forward fold. As you exhale, rolling all the way up to stand. As you inhale, reaching the hands. As you exhale, coming all the way down through forward fold. And in this manner, you can start the sequence again, coming to halfway lift. Softening through the knees and coming back down through forward fold. Bending the knees, reaching the hands and coming into awkward chair. Bringing the hands down through prayer, we're turning the toes out, the hips descend, and we're in squat. The hands come forward, left toes turn in, belly's connected with the thighs. Step that right foot back. The left hand sweeps forwards, the right hand sweeps back.